Hilfiger, nigga. Thursday evening, this is the Star Report, and I'm in a bad place. I'm letting you know right now. I'm in a bad place. I'm out of cigars. I want to drink tonight. I got that excuse tequila. And I'm going to share my bad mood with you. Oh, yeah, just give me some time. Let me first say salute to my auntie from North Jersey. Damn near 90 years old. She sent me that Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z Platinum Plaque. I got it right here. I'm going to show it to you. Just bear with me. She went through hell and high water, took it off the wall from the basement. My cousin, her son that I gave it to back in 2004, he's in the penitentiary, and rightfully so. She had to get a neighbor to help her wrap it. I sent her a Cash App for the overnight delivery. And there's a fucking issue. But give me some time. I'm going to get to the show. Good evening, Troll Babies. How you guys doing? Can you hear me? Spelling okay? Huh? I don't even feel like doing a show. I'll be honest with you. I want to get this in the algorithm. Brian Laundrie, his remains have been found. Let's not do a conspiracy. Let's just go with his remains were found. Gabby Petito's gone, and now Brian Laundrie is gone. Let me ask you this. Will this be the new Romeo and Juliet for the next 25 years? Documentary after documentary, Netflix special, Showtime, and all these other channels, Hulu. Huh? Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito. Lawsuits flying. And all sorts of shit, huh? In case you don't know, his remains have been found. Pardon me. My source is CNN.com, also Associated Press. His dental records identified him. I do not have the information whether his body was burned, whether it was just, lying around for weeks. Give me some time. I'll get to it. I've been doing my own thing today. And I'm in a bad place. I'm beyond Aggie. Just give me a minute. Also, I need to ask you guys, hey, TJ, got your donation. Thank you so much. Who is Willie Taylor? Up on the Shade Room, I watched a video. Willie Taylor left his wife and kids. 4 or 5 kids. Had to go somewhere in the mountains to take a break. Is this for a reality show? Is he clout chasing? Or are they trying to get the ratings up for the show? Not that I'm going to watch it, but the information I got is that he's one of the members of the band Day 26. That's Diddy's old group, right? Day 26. One of those guys was real just like bitch-defied. He kept quitting the band, coming back. What was that guy's name? Anybody know? Anybody give a goddamn? Anyway, so the showrunner is based upon this story that I read with Willie Taylor. I don't know, if he's going back to his wife and kids. I don't give a goddamn. But I started thinking about, where we are in society, because the comments in that particular video, all these females were not, black females, not concerned about his mental health. They kept saying, oh, he'd been cheating on his wife anyway, yada, yada, yada. Does she get to take time off? That's the consensus, that he's been cheating. Whether he's been cheating or not, I don't know. But the man said, I wanted to stay alive. That's why he took off and went to the mountains. So my showrunner is based upon this particular reality. Guys, when you call in, don't say your name. Don't say the name of your wife or your beautiful kids. But keep it real tonight. Tonight might be one of those shows where we just really do that man cave thing, Did you leave your wife and kids? She's a good woman, a great mother, but you had to get away. You were drowning. You were not taking care of yourself mentally. Nobody takes men serious, black or white, when they say, hey, I need a break. We'll talk about that tonight, all right? All right, a few other things I want to come to a little bit later on. I want to talk about me, my favorite topic. And the reality of what it is that I'm doing still. Most of my life, it's about me. Business over bullshit. I have more associates than friends. Friends come and go. That's not because I'm in a bad place, on a regular basis. No, life is great, but, I'm self-driven. Some people slow down. Some people settle. Some people don't progress in life. I'm constantly progressing. I like doing new things, going new places. I love to travel. I like different coochie. Some guys are, content. They've got a family. That's a great thing. But I want to talk about the reality of, some of you guys who from back in the days, you reach out, just to say what's up. I can appreciate that, but I don't want to connect with everybody. Am I wrong? I don't think so. I don't want to sit down and break bread with some nigga from 85, 96 to catch up. Get to that later, okay? Guys, I'm smoking a little hemp tonight. JupiterNights.com, one of my sponsors, as you know. Let me put them on the screen early, and then we'll come back to the topic here. I'm just in a weird fucking place, man. Hold on, I got Andre tattoos. Let me get him some shine as well. Hold on. Oh, man. I almost canceled doing it tonight. Okay, Jupiter Nights. Check them out. They've got a great dispensary in Jersey City, New Jersey, pardon me. Okay, JupiterNights.com. So let me tell you about the Plaque situation, why I'm so fucking pissed off. Again, salute to my aunt. I can't blame her for anything. She can barely see out of one eye. She's had a hell of a life, almost 90. House been shot up, fucking with her ex-husband. He's dead. My cousin, in and out of the penitentiary. Her daughter, R.I.P., she's gone. And my auntie tried to kill one of her ex-husband's, deceased husband's mistresses back in 1979. That's nice, refreshing. Hemp. Okay. So she sent me the Plaque. Reasonable Doubt, which I was going to trade. I'm still hoping to trade my associate Dave from the 80s. We worked at record labels together. And as I was telling you, the Whitesnake Plaque from 1986 with Here I Go Again, Still of the Night, John Sykes on guitar, David Coverdale on lead vocals. Now, that plaque itself, or that album itself, sold roughly 8 million copies, but the plaque he's got is for 5 million. I got the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt Platinum Plaque. Now, I haven't seen this plaque since 2004. I gave it to my cousin. I didn't want to look at Joe Camel every day in my fucking house. No disrespect. She sends me the plaque. I open the box. Now, I got it from Rockefeller Records, but it's not RIAA certified. Anybody in the live chat know what I'm talking about? That makes a difference. And when I called my associate Dave to say, hey, Dave, I got the plaque, but there's a slight issue. He said, what's going on, bro? Bro, I hate when white people call me bro. I said, I thought it was RIAA certified, but it's not. He then goes into that thing where, where one guy thinks he's got one up on the other guy. Oh, come on, bro. You're kidding me. I said, hey, listen. I'll put a rack on top of it. We'll still do the deal. Hang on, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. he starts acting like, just a weirdo. I'm not going to disrespect him because he might be watching right now. So I starts acting like a weirdo. Well, listen, I got to call my daughter, She was really excited. He's laying it on thick. She was really excited, Crook from DeBrook, I got your donation. Thank you. And I said, hey, man, I got it from the label. My name's on it. That whole Hot 97 Aaliyah controversy. I'm trying to sell this motherfucker to him. He says, I don't know, man. It's not RIAA certified. So here it is. Bang. Can you see my name? Troy Star, Terrain, Reasonable Doubt, yada, 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 okay? So he's acting like a weirdo now because it's not RIAA certified. And then he said, Iraq? What do you mean, $1,000? Come on, bro. I then start I'm getting a little itchy. I said, stuttering. Listen, I got a red man. I'll put a red man with it. What album is this? Red Man, I'll fuck with you, my nigga, but I'm trying to get a White Snake, Platinum Plaque. Malpractice, Red Man, Gold, Troy Terrain, huh? He says, I don't know, bro. Red Man, come on, bro. I said, I tell you what, I got a Madonna. Ray of Light. Anybody remember this trash album? And then he said, oh, man, that album was horrible. And then I said, I tell you what. I said, I said, I've got an Alicia Keys. 10 million units sold. Diamond! Swiss Beats, I'll fuck with you, my nigga, but I'm trying to get that, see that 10 million units sold? I'm trying to get that goddamn White Snake. He says, I don't know, bro. Terrain, you're killing me, bro. So that's where I'm at right now. That's why I'm so pissed the fuck off. I even made room for the goddamn White Snake. I'm in my living room. The room for the White Snake so I could look at it during the goddamn show. Now he's acting like a prick. That's all I'll say, all right? Okay, let's get into the show. I'll come back to that stuff. And Brian Laundrie, do you care? Let's care tonight. Let's not be cynical. Let's not be condescending. Never mind what my father said about white people when they died. Don't repeat that tonight. Let's just talk about the reality and let's see what's going on. Flying Low, I got your donation. That's what you get for disrespecting Hove. Hold on a second. Trading the GOAT for a little white band who ain't doing nothing. Sir, hush your black mouth. We talking White Snake, my nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? And folks, I'm not selling the Jay-Z plaque. Please don't email me to sell it. I'm trying to trade it. I'm trying to trade that motherfucker. A little bit later, I'm going to, okay, thank you, Crook from the Brook. I got your donation. I'm going to talk about some other things with regards to the industry that I think may be of help to some of you younger people. If you don't know your business by way of residuals, publishing, yada, yada, yada. Just give me some time, all right? Okay, Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito, an American saga, a tragedy. And also, let me put this back on the screen. Guys, did you leave your wife and kids? Let me see if one of my sponsors is checking in. Not yet, okay. You don't have to disrespect wifey. Don't disrespect your kids. But let me just say, I feel for you, some of you fathers of today. Times were different when I grew up. You know this, back in the 70s. My father, I loved him and liked him. You've heard me say this before. I liked both of my parents. I still do like my mom. But I couldn't see myself going against them, not just because I was spoiled, not just because I had a color TV in my own room, wall-to-wall carpet, come home from school, 4 or 5 different boxes of cereal on top of the refrigerator. Go-karts, mini bikes, Can-Ams and shit like that. But I couldn't see myself, not that I had the internet back then, but you guys today, if I can ramble, you fathers and you mothers, you're fighting against social media. Yes? No? Troll babies? You tell your child something, they go into their room or downstairs into the den, they're looking at the goddamn phone and talking to their friends. Other people see them talking and they're shitting on their parents or talking crazy and disrespectful. I can't imagine that. So someone like this guy who left his wife and kids for whatever period of time, I may have to agree with him, not just because I'm a man and he's a male, but because of the pressures of society now. Does that make sense, anybody? I think you're dealing with a lot more today. Your daughters are being not just approached, in the streets, but, grown-ass men hollering at your goddamn daughters via DM. Sending dick pics. I don't know how I would deal with that. I really don't. So that's the question. Did you leave your wife and kids? Did you go back? Did you leave for good? Did wifey become a thought? Huh? Did Instagram fuck up your marriage? Does wifey wake up and get on Twitter every goddamn day? So socializing with simps. Oh, that's just my friend from work. Okay, well, what is with all this good morning and then the fucking the little face with the heart eyes? What the fuck's that about? I don't know how I would deal with that. Now, I have an idea because I want a bitch to be the best that she can be. If you're a hoe, I want you to continue being a hoe. But some guys, you wife them, you get a surprise, and it's not a good surprise, all right? Hold on a second. Okay, I don't want to talk to that person. I know that number. Please, not tonight. Not tonight, okay? This is a serious topic here. Guys, also, I want to talk about Brian Laundrie. Seriously, his body has been found. What do you think? Crown, I got your donation. Saturday is my C day. Scorpios, let's go. Okay, salute to you. Crown. Yeah, I don't do the astrology thing. I haven't done that since the 80s, but salute to you, sir. Thank you for your support, okay? Dominic, I got your donation. He's saying salute. Okay. CW, I appreciate your work. Thank you so much, CW, okay? Tyra, how are you? Tyra says, Dog the Bounty Hunter would have kept Brian alive. Are you trolling, Tara? Dog the Bounty Hunter made an embarrassment of himself. His daughter said, in case you didn't catch it, that he was filming trying to film things for a reality show. Did anybody buy in? And Deontay got your donation. Thank you so much, Deontay. All right, phone lines are working. I had to clear out something here. And guys, if you're a sponsor and you want to call in tonight, please shoot me a text or shoot me an email. I did reach out to one of my sponsors who did want to speak tonight. Wait a minute. 702 Pow says 50 Cent is getting at Blue Da Vinci. Hold on a second. Okay. 702 Pow, you're sending me a post from a couple of days ago. That's old, and 50 retweeted that. That's not his post. Come on, man. Sending an old post, all right? Melvin got your donation. Melvin says, how much for the Red Man? Melvin, with all due respect, I wouldn't sell Red Man's plaque. I've given away plaques in the past, honestly. And you see, my philosophy used to be, because I don't have any biological kids, if someone was a real supporter of my journey and they, donated to the show back when DJ Elias and I were doing the Star Chamber, live and direct, I gave away some plaques. But Red Man is from my home state, New Jersey. I can't give away Red Man's plaque. Nor would I sell it. Again, all I do is trade sometimes. That's kind of nice. Guys, is it okay that I smoke the hemp in this type of pipe? That's my tobacco pipe. You're not supposed to get a rush. I know it's just supposed to be kind of smooth and easy. Again, thank you, Melvin, for your donation. Yeah, I'm not selling Red Man. That would be disrespect, man. I did shoot a bunch of plaques. Anybody in the live chat remember that? Back in Pennsylvania, I used to line the plaques up out in the woods with the Mossberg, sometimes with the Bushmaster, and shoot them in the yard. Rob Lowe on the check-in. Rob, I want to talk to you, Rob. You always have some good perspectives. Can you call in? He says, with all seriousness, how much to have a coming out party for Zach Lee? Let's talk about it, Rob Lowe. And I do want to talk to some of you. Hold on a second. As I said about some music industry stuff. This person keeps calling. Hold on a second. Yeah, 410. I know who you are. What's up?
I just wanted to talk about the topic. That's all. I'm not going to troll you.
Listen. In the past, you kept trying to fuck up the show intentionally. You intentionally try to fuck up business. When a person starts doing that, just don't call anymore. Thank you. Good night. You say, I don't mind you talking crazy in the live chat, but when you try to fuck up business, you got to go. Fuck out of here. I'm not friends with nobody. Big IK, I got your donation. Hang on a second. He says, I'm being dead serious when I say I could give two fucks about... Okay, Brian Laundrie. Okay, maybe we'll change the topic. Okay. And I never had a wife to leave, but I definitely left my kids on Zach Lee's mother's. Okay, you're talking disrespectful. Thank you, Big Aki. Hold on a second, guys. And Dog the Bounty Hunter on the check-in. Okay, this is kind of cool. Dog the Bounty Hunter says, Mr. Terrain, I'd you come up missing. Okay, you meant to say if you come up missing, I won't try to find your killers. You half Neapolitan spear chucker. Okay, thank you so much. Hold on a second. Yeah, good evening. I got your number in the queue.
Hey, it's Keanu, big nigga.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, man.
Brian Laundrie, do you care? If not, we can shift gears. Brian Laundrie, do you care? You don't care. You don't care.
I don't want to repeat Bill's comment, but
please don't.
Yeah, I could care less about a white boy dying.
Okay.
Honestly.
What else is going on, man? Let's talk.
Yeah. Any other topics, big niggas?
Did you leave your wife and kids? Or how about this one? Atlanta, they've given Lil Nas X his own day.
Yeah, did you see that he was fake gay? He said he's not gay anymore. He's kissing on a broad now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, it's a bussy town. Why not give him a day, huh? You should have gave him a week.
Listen,
give him a week.
Today I saw a young black guy, no older than 25, get out of a car at the gas station. He had on one. It looked like one of his girlfriend's slippers and one of the kids' slippers. He was just jumped in the fucking car to go buy whatever in the goddamn store. Just didn't care what he was wearing. But good. Let's talk about the other topic, man. Did you leave your wife and kids? Yes, no, maybe?
I have a deadbeat father, but I don't have any kids. I'm in the prime of my life. I'm 25.
Okay.
I'm a pig as they say. I'm not going to say where. And I don't have kids. I don't want kids. There's too much easy women out here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was trying to change my words. Hey, man, that white snake, man, you gotta get it. You gotta give up. What can you give up to get that,
Listen. I'm in a bad.
That's a classic.
I'm in a bad place right now. I'm in a bad place. You feel me? But I'm here to do a show, so I'm gonna get through it. But thanks for calling, man. Have a good evening.
You too, big nigga.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm not gonna smoke too much of this hemp. You know. But it was nice and refreshing. Atlanta City Council honors Lil Nas X. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Isaiah de la Cruz. Salute Mr. Terrain. Rest in piss. Brian Laundrie, respectfully. Okay. Should we go in on Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito? Can you go in without being vile and vulgar? Is that a possibility? Hold on a second here. Something else I wanted to put on the table. I can't seem to find it right now. Area code 562. Good evening. Are you there? 562.
Yo.
Zach,
What's good, Star? Exactly.
Zach, what's going on with you, man? How you feel?
I'm good, my nigga. What's going on?
Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito. American Saga. Do you care?
No, I don't give a fuck about that. I hear fatherless homosexuals got my name in their mouth.
Let's go. Let's talk about it. I'm looking for a story.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Big Purr, you pussy, nigga. Buy your ticket to Cali and come out here and get your ass whooped, nigga. Stop with all that bullshit. Stop typing super chats and sending money in to have my name read.
No. Don't tell nobody to stop sending money in. As long as they send money in.
Oh, no. I'm talking about with my name. And no, they can send money in. I don't give a fuck. You sending money to have my name read, nigga. You pussy, nigga. Save that money up and buy a ticket, you bitch, nigga. And Rob Lowe 2000, you need to come out the closet, nigga. Don't type my name. Nigga, don't use my name to be in the closet, nigga. Come out the closet, you pussy ass nigga.
Now, hang on a second. Zach, you are still one of the most lit people in my live chat.
Let's go.
Yeah. So now, are you going to do anything by way of some type of event? Well, like where you go from state to state to, like, you know, meet people? I mean, I think you could make there's money there for you doing something, man. I mean, you've been in my live chat for quite a while.
Yeah, I was going to do something because these bussy boys, they out here trying to make me famous when I'm just trying to be in the chat room and just chill.
Yeah.
You know, they got my name lit. They typing my name, making fake pages and all this pussy shit. Big Purr.
Well, now, hang on a second. How can we benefit off of this? Again, you're always in the comments. I appreciate that. But what is the next level? Seriously, I'll pause this show. I'm in a bad place. I'm over the goddamn Plaque situation. But how do we benefit, if at all? Or is it just always going to be, you know, going back and forth with the comments? How do we make money here?
Yeah, we could benefit off of it. You know, we can talk behind the scenes and see what we can put together. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really didn't want to do nothing because I didn't give a fuck about these bitch-ass niggas. But they got my name so lit, I might as well. I might as well make them more mad and get more lit.
Are you interested in coming down to Atlanta, some type of celebrity boxing event? Everybody comes to Atlanta. What do you think?
Yeah, I could do a celebrity boxing, but I'm not trying to go to Atlanta no time soon.
Okay.
I'm not trying to go to Atlanta no time soon. But, yeah, we can do any type of boxing. Big Purr, I'll whoop your ass, nigga, in the ring or outside the ring, on the streets, however you want to do it, pussy.
All right, exactly.
Bitch ass nigga.
Exactly. Good to talk to you, man. Have a good one. Thank you, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, exactly on the check-in. Folks, from time to time, I have to slow the show down. Let Zachary address the people that keep it going up in that live chat. Gemstar, I got your donation. Thank you so much for checking in. Hold on. Star, if Stephen A. Smith can tell his audience why he removed Max from his show, what is this? When are you going to give us the real on the PC? Listen, I answered the question a while back, but I'm not going to keep answering the same question just because you didn't hear me. Go into the live chat And how about this, Gemstar, and pass this on. Have you gone to Ronnie's social media pages to thank her? I can say Ronnie's name. Have you said, hey, Ronnie, thank you for helping her? Ronnie has a life. She has 2 or 3 businesses she's running. I'm not going to say what exactly she's doing right now, but there's no issue. Are you, with all due respect, Gemstar, are you one of those people who you see the glass as halfway empty as opposed to halfway full? You can't imagine somebody came in, never asked you for a donation. She'll come back when she's, got some time. There's no issue. But go there and say, hey, thanks for helping Star. She helped the show out. There's no issue. But thanks for the donation. Hold on a second, guys. Big Aki, I got your other donation. Good evening, 628. Are you there? 628, 628. 628. Got to pick it up. 121212. Jerome, I got your donation. Hold on a second. Jerome says, Zach had, hold on a second. Turn that down in the background, please. Jerome says, Zach had to hang up the phone because another inmate wanted in.
Hold on.
Sir, turn it down in the background or I got to cut you off. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, what's poppin', my nigga?
Thursday night, Sir Brian Laundrie, remains have been found. An American tragedy, don't you think?
Yeah. I don't know about all that, man. I don't know. They found something in the river, they said, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so they saying that. Thanks for having me on here, man. It's the first time I'll be watching. I don't like to call because I don't like talking on this shit and all that. But,
no doubt. Okay, hang on a second. Let's take it slow. I appreciate you calling in. Did you leave your wife and kids? Did you ever leave wife and, and the kids?
Yep.
Okay, I want to talk.
It wasn't my biological, but I left. I did.
Okay, I want to talk to you about this. Educate me. What made you say, I'm out of here? And how long were you guys together?
I'll break it down.
Please.
We was together for like 5 years and all that. You know what I mean? I was in Texas and shit.
Okay.
So I'm with her. I raised the kid from like 1 to like 7, whatever. But the bitch, you know what I mean? Like it was always on some real shit. Like she already knew we wasn't in a relationship. Like I ain't on no shit. I let them know off rip. Like you know what I mean? Like if we have to meet your parents, of course you got to make it seem like you know what I mean? Like, but she already knew what time it was. But then she started doing funny shit, and I just had to dip and leave. It wasn't my biological kid. I would like to be in the kid's life, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can I ask how old is the child now?
She's probably 12 by this time. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had that beautiful little
kid, like fucking hoe.
Sir, try not to use profanity. We're talking about kids. So you had that beautiful little life force when they were developing in the formative years. So you helped that child find its way around, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Put it on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I raised her like if she was my own, you know what I mean?
In her mind, you are the father. I mean, again, at the formative years, that's that really, really important.
In the formative years, yeah. Yeah, in her mind, probably that's how she perceived it, but I always made it clear that you have a biological father. The shorty was grimy because I seen to the Facebook. I don't really fuck with Facebook and shit.
Sir, you have to watch the profanity or else I have to get you out of here.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, just pretend you're calling a white show and you know your place, okay? So
I got you. I got you, sir.
All right, so you had to get up out of there. Tell us.
No, it was my crib.
Oh, you put him out.
I had like a mini mansion, so I had to like kick her out. Like, yo, you got to go because she tried to do some funny shit. You know.
Let's get that nigga out of here. Every other word can't be a curse word. The algorithm, it's an audio algorithm. Try to express yourself without just being vile and vulgar. I wanted to talk to him. Did you leave your wife and kids? Inspired by This guy, Willie Taylor. I don't know if this is for some type of reality show. Troll babies. Willie Taylor says, I didn't want to die. I came to get some peace. I just put one angle on the table that maybe he just, was having a hard time raising a family with social media. Hey, Miss Strella, got your donation. No therapy for this simps tonight. Okay. Miss Strella, do you want to call in? Zach Lee said, pardon me, Rob Lowe sent another donation, and I don't believe you, fake telephone tough guy. Rob, you calling in line? I'm not sure what number you're calling from sometime. Let me see if I can get area code 949. Good evening, 949. Are you there? 949.
Yo, what up, sir?
Hey. So listen, man, I need you to turn that down in the background. No profanity. Let's try to have a conversation that really makes some sense here.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm kind of drunk, man. I'm sipping, man, and yeah, I'm from Cali, and it's my first time calling, and so it's gonna be hard to kind of make some sense, man. But
how about this? Take your time. Did you leave your wife and kids? Start there. Take it slow.
No, I haven't left my wife and kids, but my wife is from Philippines, man, and that's what they do all the time, man. Like in Philippines, like the guys there, man, they have a family and they go and leave and go with a whole nother family like nothing. That's just like the normal way.
Okay.
It seemed like over there. Yeah. Like my wife has a friend that her husband was a cop, and in Philippines the women are mostly the breadwinners. They go overseas and become like overseas foreign workers, and they are the ones that bring the income. So my wife's friend did the same thing for her ex-husband, and he was on his way to become a cop. So
all right, now hang on a second, sir. I really don't want to hear about those other people. Let's talk about you. Are you in a loving relationship?
Okay.
Are you in a loving relationship? Do you have kids?
Yes, loving relationship, but no kids. No kids.
Okay, so you can't really relate to the topic. That's fine. Brian Laundrie,
that's true.
His remains have been found. Do you care, sir? It's going to be the new Romeo and Juliet, I assure you, for decades. Decades.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if it's like I feel like it might be some type of conspiracy theory, man, because like every time there's some type of white man who does a murder, they never could they never could arrest him and get him on camera. It's always some type of like, he died and there's a manifesto or something, or something like that. I feel like it's some type of like George Zimmerman, they never was able to get him. Like, how could nobody like catch George Zimmerman if he's out there in public? Like, how could he never get hit? So I feel like this is one of those cases, like, yeah. That's kind of.
Sir, with all due respect, are you black? Are you black, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
The urban, I'll just say the urban audience finds a lot of interest in conspiracies, and a lot of the time,
right.
no, I'm not trying to clown anybody. A lot of the times, the conspiracies are real. So I don't knock you for looking at things with what could be a third eye. Don't believe the mass media and the propaganda. But
right.
Tonight I just want to go a little bit more straightforward. He's gone, so they say. Gabby Petito's gone. Let's assume that they're both gone. Do you think this is the new Romeo and Juliet that we're witnessing right now?
Yeah. I kind of believe it because it just feels like it's a story that's going to get everybody riled up, and it's another story that's shows that the white man is the evil murderer. I mean, there's never any stories like this about the black man or a Mexican or you can't say the J word and things like that, but it's never any story like that. You know what I mean? It's always a white man. Like
Gotcha. Well, so I thank you for calling in. How much have you had to drink?
Right.
Respectfully, how much have you had to drink?
I basically had basically a full pint of Hennessy, man.
Okay. Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
34. I'm 34.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you're married?
Yeah. I wanted to.
Hang on.
Yes, I'm married. Yeah, I'm married.
You're married?
I wanted to ask you.
Well, hang on, sir. Let's finish the topic. Hold on. You're married. You have a beautiful wife. She supports you, yes?
No. We support each other.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you calling in. Be safe. Stay off the streets. Don't drink and drive. Don't drive and drink.
Right? Yes, sir. Can I?
Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you, man. Slurring his speech. Sound like he's grooving on that shit, but I don't know for certain. Blackout Beats, fuel for the machine. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your support. Guys, I don't see Rob Lowe. Hey, Strella, are you calling in? Strella says the problem is these dudes keep marrying passive-aggressive prostitutes. You may have a really good point, Strella. A really good point. Tyler, I got your donation. Thank you for still hustling, Star. Hashtag Hillfigure. Thank you for your donation. Wazzy 5000 salute. I got your donation. Okay, what is this? 702 pal. What are you sending me now, man? Yeah, that's old, 702 pal. Stop emailing me old shit. Come on, man. Somebody sent me an email earlier about something with Lil Durk and some type of possible alleged transgender, but they weren't sure if it was Lil Durk. He deleted his IG page and his girlfriend removed all of his pictures. Well, what is that, guys? What's going on? Yeah, come on, 702 pal. Get up to speed, man. You sending me old stories. Dominic, I got your donation. He says, shoot Madonna's Plaque. Now, I like that Plaque. What was that song? The album was trash, but one of the songs I liked, I think it was called Frozen. Triple platinum, RIAA certified. It's a small plaque, but it's got my name on it, you know. Thank you for your donation. Okay, did that cast member die? I'm not going to say your name, and I'm not going to mention the story. I heard that the accident, somebody got shot on the set. According to ABC7.com, one of the crew members was killed on the set of Santa Fe. Alec Baldwin. Okay, well, you know, they have insurance. Niggas die every day, so are we supposed to sit here and, you know, do a whole goddamn show? Lance Nation got your donation. Atlanta crime is up, and this is what they focus on. Are you talking about, God, what's his name? The Bussy Boy. I forget his name. Lil Nas X. But you're right, Lance, about Atlanta crime is up. And let me just say something here. You just reminded me. Let me go left for a second, guys. Hold on before I forget. I was speaking to a homie of mine, good nigga, solid nigga. Said he's coming down to Jersey. Pardon me. He's from Jersey, coming to Atlanta. And I'm going to try my best to connect with him. He's a real one. But let me say to some of you people from, especially the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, when you come to Atlanta, guys, In my opinion, don't fall for that whole, yeah, we're going to get an Airbnb, we're going to turn up, yada, yada, yada. When you meet these girls down here and you make the mistake of telling them where you're from, and if you got some jewelry or some money or some drugs and you're at an Airbnb, you might get got. In my opinion, get a hotel. At least you have somebody at the front desk that can see who comes in and who comes out. Niggas are getting trapped off in these Airbnbs down here. Troll babies, everybody know what I'm talking about. You're getting trapped off. The sound of an Airbnb it's great. You can have your freedom, open the door, chill, smoke your herbs, your weed. All these niggas down here riding around with sticks. Especially me. 90 rounds. Don't get caught like him. Hey, Jordan Wells, absolutely. Please call him. See, they know in the live chat. Somebody said, start snitching. Stop hating. Luis, got your donation. Luis says, Dog the Bounty Hunter is probably still knocking on doors. No, if I'm not mistaken, Luis, Dog went to Colorado. He got the fuck up out of Dodge. They ran him out of Florida. Crazy looking cracker running around with fucking a blonde lace front, extensions, feathers, wrinkled skin, and cowboy boots. Fuck out of here. Thank you for your donation, Luis. Jordan Wells, good evening, sir. Jordan, how are you, man? Good to hear from you.
Hey, how you doing, Scar? How's everything?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How's the writing coming? The books, plays, poems? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah. I actually just put out 3 new books. One of them is a new poetry book. It's called "It's Fun Being a Human Being."
Okay.
And and I worked on that for like a month, and then I put that out actually beginning of October. Available now on Amazon, and then I did 2 children's books. Well, actually, they're not exactly children's books, but they're I don't know if you're familiar with those baby record books they used to have back in the day, where like when a child is born.
Somewhat, sort of, not really, because I've always avoided having kids. But go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. So but yeah, it's like where a parent has a newborn child and they document the weight and the height and the shots and their footprints and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mother recommended me to do that, so I did one for a boy and one for a girl.
Nice.
And so I put those out, so they should be available. Actually, they're available now only on Barnes & Noble because I like the print quality better for them, but they'll be fully available sometime next week. So and now I'm actually working on my 9th book, which is another novel.
Jesus. Okay, hang on a second, Jordan. Stay with me. I just pulled out one of your banners. Let me see if I can put this on the screen. And whilst you're talking, people can at least go to one of your sites. Hold on a second. Hopefully this works. Fix the audio. Wait a minute. Okay, this should work. Bam. Okay, I see the audio is still moving. Guys, can you hear me in the live chat? There's Jordan Wells. There's one of his books called The Ring Pack, a novel by Jordan Wells, available on Amazon. All right, so Jordan, anything you want to mention tonight, man, by way of promotion, or do you want to read something? I got time, man. I appreciate you checking in.
Yeah. I wish I had. I actually ran out of copies of the new book. I would have read something because I've been pretty much just like promoting a lot of it and just putting out some copies for people. And I don't even have no poetry prepared. But I just wanted to, let people know that there's a new book out called "It's Fun Being a Human Being." It's available now on Amazon.
Okay.
Check it out. I appreciate it. So just wanted to let people know.
Okay, so hang on. So Jordan, are you still like, I don't want to say anti-social media, but have you still just like paused on social media, or are you now more active than you used to be?
Actually, to be honest with you, Star, I'm still not even on it. Like that. Like that's why. Yeah, like that's why sometimes I don't even like to call on the show because I don't even want to waste nobody's time because I'm not even up to speed on what goes on. You know, I just kind of like enjoy it from a distance. You know, watching the show, but I'm just like not on the internet. I don't even know some of the celebrities and stuff. You know, so
Gotcha. Not a problem.
It is what it is. Yeah,
not a problem. Hey, Jordan, I appreciate you checking in, man, and shoot me a link to your new book so I can post that at the top of my comments tomorrow or Saturday. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, my star.
Thank you,
Have a good
man.
night.
Yes, sir. Take care.
All
right, Jordan Wells on the check-in, supporter. I think we got Rob Lowe in the building. Hold on a second. Rob Lowe, is that you, sir? Good evening, Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe.
Brother Ali Kwan, peace
Hey.
be unto you, brother.
Peace, brother. How are you, Rob Lowe? Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man, I've been listening, you know, in the background, trying to catch the shows and stuff like that, listening to rebroadcast, man. You've had some really good topics, man. I wish I could have called up during them times, but you were saying I heard you saying, yo, call in. So, you know, I made a little space to call in.
Yeah.
But what's going on, man?
Well, listen, have you ever been married? I forget. I mean, I'm not trying to clown nobody. I saw this story, this guy up on the Shade Room, Willie Taylor. I don't know if this is part of the reality show, whether he seriously just needed a break from his wife and kids. So I felt the topic was worth approaching. Did you leave your wife and kids? You know, sometimes people don't give black men or men the benefit of the doubt, you know, what they're dealing with today by way of trying to raise a family and social media working against, you know, ethics, morals, and values. So any experience in this or no?
I never left the wife and kids. I don't think I would. I mean, I would leave a wife. I wouldn't leave my kids. But, you know, I know somebody, a friend of mine, that he left his wife. They just got the house. She had a due date, and he left her a week before the baby was born. And you know, I couldn't put my head around it. You know, it wasn't like she was a toxic person. She came from a good family. You know, but you know, I guess he had to go. So you know, he left.
Well, hang on a second, because you know, again, you and I have had some good conversations. I like your different perspectives. I have a theory. It's just a theory. And you're a father of how many? I forget.
Well, I have two.
Okay. I have a theory that men who don't get along with their wives or who don't reach the level of true friendship, they probably did not have sisters growing up. They probably didn't have sisters growing up. I think to really be a friend, to have some type of relationship with a woman, you have to have some type of basic understanding of females. I know that myself, not having any sisters, growing up with just my older brother, I hate to say it like this, but I cut the short shit short with the bitch. I just don't have that experience of, you know, me hearing you talk crazy, reckless, or giving you that space. It's not that I don't appreciate women, but I don't have that experience. Any comments, any thoughts on that? Do you have any sisters?
No, I don't have any sisters, but I have a lot of, there's, you know, I got women in my family. I mean, I agree with that. Not so much.
I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm just throwing this out there. I could be totally off. But now, are you divorced? You divorced?
No. I'm not divorced.
Separated?
But here's my theory.
Well, hang on.
No.
Before we get to your theory.
I'm not separated.
Okay, so you're with your children's mother?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My theory is that a child needs to see a man and a woman interact together as they're growing up. Now, I'm not saying nothing against no single parents or nothing like that, so I don't want to hear no backlash from that. But I'm just saying that in order for a male or a female to be somewhat well-rounded, they need to see the interaction between a man and a woman. They both need to be present. Okay. They both need to be there. I'm not necessarily talking about parents. I'm just talking about building of a social structure. So with that being said, if a woman only sees, and I'll just use this example, it's not exclusive to this example. A woman needs to see her mother interacting with an upright man, a man that treats her the way that she deserves to be treated. I'm not talking about any ratchet shit. I'm not talking about any hood shit. I'm talking about they need to see that in order to become well-rounded adults, as much as that could be possible. But
I hear what you're saying, but now hold on a second, because that can be a layered conversation. I don't think that every male is a man. Every male's not a man. A lot of guys think just because they have a tool and some testicles that they're a fucking man. I think that there's more simps, clowns, bums, and losers on the planet than there are real men. But hold on a second, Rob. Stay right there. I got another sponsor who's going to check in shortly. Put him on hold. Okay. All right, man. So you're still with your significant other, so you don't know that world of leaving wifey and the kids, right?
No, I'm not. I've seen it done. I've done it on a lower level, where I could pick up and leave, and I had no attachments and any of that stuff. But to leave a wife and kids, no.
Okay. Anything you want to say? Hold on a second. I got to take this other call. Anything you want to say in response to Zach Lee? I'm not trying to start nothing, but he came at you a little sideways. Anything you want to say on the way out or no?
Man, listen. So let me just say this, and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
I've come to the conclusion that either he is a short, fat white kid, or he is a raging homosexual, and either one, it don't make no never mind to me. If you gay, be gay, live your truth. But you're not gonna sit there and tell me that you're gonna go at every single person on the chat, except for those sucker niggas on the chat that, hey, Zach Lee, 100. Oh, Zach Lee, you're so funny. Right. Yo, my man, how many gay jokes, how much gay commentary, tranny this, pussy that, how long can the topic only be about that and not just on your platform, on other people's platforms? Dude, you're gay. Admit it. It's all right. Maybe you weren't gay, and you became gay by some forced attrition by a family member or a friend or whatever. But you gay, homie. I don't care how much you talk about guns. I don't care how much you talk about fighting. Just the simple fact that you're telling somebody to fly to California and I'm on the opposite coast. Like, really? I'm going to get a flight 8 hours to go to a bad neighborhood to go see you? Yeah. You probably kiss me in my mouth if I showed up, homie. You'd be so happy. Fuck out of here. Excuse me.
All right, Rob, I got to take this other call. Thank you, man, for your support. Thank you, Rob.
Your open-toe, the hell with you and your open-toe Chuck Taylors and the whole nine, my man. Yo, star peace, salute.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir.
I'll catch you on the next go-round.
All right, hold on a second, guys. All right. That was Rob Lowe on the check-in. Area code 646 who's online, 646.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Jay from Easy Blade.
Jay, how are you, man? Jay, I got your products. I want you to hold on 1 second while I get the box.
Okay.
All right. Hold on, everybody.
Yeah. Take your time.
Jay on the line from Easy Blade. Hold on a second.
No problem.
EasyBladeShavingProducts.com. Be right back. Okay, Jay, you there? Jay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
here.
Thank you for being patient, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm mad I keep missing the notifications when you go live. I'm really disappointed. We only catch it in the morning, yeah?
It's quite all right. So listen, let me put your information on the screen, www.easybladeshavingproducts.com. And I had to go grab this box out of the kitchen. And then I have some other stuff back in my bathroom because I've been using your products. Let's talk about it, man. And what sort of specials are you running for men on your platform, please?
Yep. Yeah. So we're doing a Royal Shave Kit right now. The Royal Shave Kit, I think you have one of those as well. Where it comes with the straight razor, the shave cream, the shave gel, and you guys can also use coupon code STAR if you guys want a 10% discount. Yeah, so all of our products are American made. Like I said before, natural ingredients. Shout out to everybody who has purchased and used the STAR coupon code. Pretty much.
Hang on a second.
Just offering quality products.
On the screen, Jay, is the straight razor, which I have not used yet. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Okay. Yeah. You got to be careful with that thing, man.
It's a little too sharp. It's a little too sharp.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pulling it out right now.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Yeah.
Okay, and you are a master barber for those who don't know. All right.
Yep. And like I said, we do have tutorials online on how to use the straight razors, the safety razors. Our YouTube channel is Easy Blade Shaving Products as well.
Okay.
And again, we do have the barber tutorials for everybody that's interested in cutting hair, stuff like that.
So hold on a second. Yeah. I'm holding on the screen right now. I have been using the razor itself, just not the straight one.
Yeah.
Really good.
The safety razor, right?
Really good quality, man. Where are you getting this stuff from, if you don't mind me asking? The products.
So everything's American made, man. Everything's made here in the States. We make everything in our warehouse. We don't make the blades in the warehouse. We make the shaving products, the shave cream, the shave gel, the aftershaves. Everything's right there, made here in New York.
This is nice. It's engraved. It's engraved. Guys, can you see that? It's engraved.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Pretty much.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So I've got some of the other products here as well. I've been using the.
We also carry the beard products and stuff like that. So beard creams, beard oils. We also got into a little bit of hair products as well.
Yeah, the beard cream. Now I've been using this right here. The shaving. What do you call this here? It's the cream. I put this on because it smells really good. It smells really good after I shave.
No, definitely. Yeah, man. So sometimes I wish I could touch on some of the topics, man, but it's hard as a businessman, to get too personal.
well, now hang on a second.
Sometimes I want to get
on the screen. Yeah. On the screen, Jay. You don't have to throw anybody's name out there. I'm asking, did you leave your wife and kids?
Yeah.
Any comments?
Oh no, see, I never did. Nah. No? I mean, I don't know anybody who did personally. But my biggest thing is, I feel like if a man's not appreciated, I think that's something that would probably drive somebody to do something like that. I wouldn't say leave your family for another woman or something like that. But I think if you're underappreciated, I think something like that would kind of, mess things up for your family.
Well, I can appreciate.
A man always wants to be appreciated if he's married and he's doing the right thing.
I appreciate you being a businessman who doesn't want to jeopardize sales and stuff like that. But Jay, I have to ask you. Have you ever left a relationship? Not that it was your wife. Leave a relationship.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And the woman.
No, definitely
had a child.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, not a child, but yeah, no, definitely. For me, it's all about just being appreciated. Because I'm the type of guy, that makes sure I take care of the female that I'm with and stuff like that. So if I feel like I'm not being appreciated, that's the biggest thing for me. Just being feeling like I'm appreciated. A lot of guys come home, they feel like they do everything, and they just feel like they're on autopilot. You know what I mean? And they feel like the female's not appreciating them. That's why most men cheat, stuff like that. So. But I'm just big on that,
I'm glad you mentioned that word cheap because I'm going to expand on this topic a little bit more when I take up the calls. Hey, man, I appreciate you. And your banner will be the first one on the screen when the show is over. And at the top of the comments for tonight's rebroadcast, I'm going to put your information. Please go there, leave a comment, and just, try and pull people to your platform, all right?
Absolutely. Appreciate you. All right.
Man. Likewise. Thank you, Jay.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Take
you.
care. All right. Jay on the check-in, guys. Easy Blade, shavingproducts.com. Here's what I wanted to mention with regards to the showrunner. Did you leave your wife and kids? Stuff guys talk about, I see you. Go to easybladeshavingproducts.com. Stuff guys talk about. He's got a whole lot of great products, man. I mean, and I'm not just saying that because he's a sponsor. Really, really packaged nice. Really good smelling stuff. Here's what I want to mention before I forget. This whole cheating thing. This guy who said in the video that has gone viral up on the Shade Room and other platforms, again, Willie Taylor, said that he didn't want to die. That's why he left his wife and children. And in the comments, you had, again, the consensus was mostly females. Oh, yeah, he been cheating, yada, yada, yada. I do believe that sometimes a man needs to slide off. I'm not saying he has to consummate another relationship by way of being sexual, but sometimes you have to slide off. If you're not someone who appreciates females or understands the female nature and you stay in a relationship, I think it can become toxic and dangerous. He did make that reference, toxic, pardon me, with regards to his current relationship. And when I say slide off, I'm not talking about slide off and go smash, go talk to another female. I don't go to any other female and talk about my business with another female. That I don't do. I don't ever give another female that much power to think, oh, yeah, I need a shoulder to cry on. No, I'll go smoke a cigar. I'll go shoot some pool. You guys can comment if you like. Again, Lance, I got your donation. Thank you. Blade. Blade says Brian went out like a G. Brian Laundrie. Do you think so? Now, whether my theory was right or not, even if Gabby did kill herself, it's never going to surface. It's never going to surface because he killed himself. That wouldn't be a good story for the masses. Oh, she killed herself and then he killed himself. No, they're going to leave it like he killed her. If he did, I don't know. Natural Born BMT Bounty Hunter got your donation. Thank you so much. Tara says, mini mansion with no articulation. Okay, you're talking about the guy from earlier. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to hear him out, but it's just like every other word was just a curse word. Come on, homie. I don't want to hear that, Mark, I got your donation. Where are you, Mark? Are you on the line? Mark, hold on. Mark, good evening, sir. Mark, are you there? Mr. Mark.
What's up, Star? What's up?
Hey, how are you, man? Thank you for your support, and thank you for waiting.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I got you. Just sitting here enjoying the show, listening to everybody.
Thank you, man. Brian Laundrie, huh? Out of here.
The whole Brian Laundrie thing is, I don't really know what to say about that because I think it's a little bit fishy with the parents calling the feds and saying, hey, we're going out today, and then they find all the stuff and the remains. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit weird. But
okay. Really
what I wanted to talk about is the runner about leaving the wife and kids.
Yeah. Did you leave your wife?
I don't know if you remember. Yeah. We actually spoke, I think it was like a week or so ago, about divorce and stuff like that. We were having that conversation. But my theory on the whole leaving the wife and kids is that, kind of like what my man was saying, where there's a lack of appreciation. And what a lot of fathers got to understand today is that your child is looking at the gram and TikTok and all these things, and they're comparing, looking at people wearing Nike and Hermes and Louis Vuitton, and then they look at their life and they can easily see where they don't have those things, nor can they afford them.
Right.
So it automatically puts it in their mind about the level of respect they now give you because everything is measured in money.
Right.
You know, so it's just what people got to understand, especially fathers, is, you know, nowadays, you're right. The internet, your kids get so much information and it practically raises them because now they don't need you anymore to get information. In the old days, people would grow up and be like, oh, we didn't know we were poor. Today, kids know when they broke.
Now, hang on a second. I did reference this earlier when I laid out the showrunner. Please don't follow my lead. I don't have any biological kids that I'm claiming. I have raised stepchildren and children that I did care for as if they were my own. I just saw a young man who's in his early 30s. His mother and I had a nice relationship. It ended kind of rough, but it was good to see him. He's turned out to be a really, really good young man. He went to the military. But I don't have the answers here, so I'm just asking. But what I did reference to social media is that I think it's rough, and I'm not necessarily using the whole angle of, oh well, we ain't got what they got. I just think the vile, over-sexualized stuff is more dangerous than, so and so's got a brand new pair of Jordans and I don't. I'm more concerned about the graphic sexual stuff and the vile nature of society. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I mainly, my point of reference for all of this is the fact that I do a lot of mentoring. I started my own nonprofit.
Okay.
So I see it. I work with kids in schools.
Gotcha.
And I hear the conversations. And again, these kids that thirst for money, why, again, you got to think. They're listening to the music and the message being played in their heads about broke nigga this, and, he ain't got this, and this, that, and the third. And you got to understand that message rings out, and then it becomes the perception of men. Then we get into the whole conversation, which I know takes us a different direction, that you even had on your show about women's perception of men.
Okay.
So, at that particular point, to me, it covers everything with that internet and that pressure that men have. I could see where, it would burst. Now, granted, of course, a lot of people say, well, men have been doing this forever.
Right.
But the rates are higher. We all know it's growing. And it's just what I see, especially with people's perceptions and kids.
Now, hang on a second. You say you do mentoring.
Yeah.
I just have a theory. It's just a theory. And I've thought about this particular theory that I've had for decades. This is not something I just thought up tonight. In certain relationships with females, I do make more of an effort than I do with other ones. If I like someone, if I like you, I'll meet you halfway on certain things. I won't just be, I won't just cut the short shit short on you. I'll give you a chance because I know myself, I didn't grow up with sisters. So I can be cold when I want to towards a female because I'm not going to give you that inch to play me. I've never been a simp in my life, nor will I be. I'm not going to let some female play me and then, we're going to have makeup sex and I'm going to fucking forget everything. So my theory, and again, you said you do mentoring, does it make a difference in a relationship when the man, if he's a man, didn't have sisters? Can he be a friend to a female, his wife? And can his wife be his friend if they don't have that experience? Is that crazy?
I don't think it's crazy, but I'm not really, it's not what I think, because I grew up with a sister,
Okay.
and I definitely have had my issues in relationships.
Okay.
And I'm all man, I'm real man. I take care of my own handle business. So, and I know who I am.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I think that's one thing, like the real man who knows who he is, knows what he wants. So like the guy who grew up with brothers, he could just know internally what he wants. So if he wants that and he wants to grow with a woman and he wants to get to understand that woman, then he's going to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's just going to do it and he'll learn and he'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? He may make
Let me throw something at you. You said you grew up
Figure it out.
with one sister or two or three? How many sisters?
one sister,
Older or younger than you?
older.
Have you ever had to defend your sister in the streets, school, any type of setting?
Oh yeah, when I was, especially like elementary school, multiple times. Like especially especially against other like little boys who would like pick. I remember one time we were riding our bikes home, and these two little boys always used to get at her. This story is just so vivid in my mind, and they were like trying to run us off the road, and I had to take my bike, and I basically rammed the one kid in the bike. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that always.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I had to check baby daddy once. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Now, hang on. Here's the reason why I asked you that. With all due respect. Here's the reason why I asked you that. I never had to do that growing up. I never had to run to defend the honor of a female who may or may not have been out of pocket. And a lot of times, these bitches are out of pocket. As a result of not having the experience that you have, I have always had a policy, going back to the 80s. If you're out after midnight and somebody smacks you in your mouth, don't call me. If you're out after midnight and somebody smacks you, I'm going to look at you and say, what were you doing, bitch? What were you doing? I'm not coming with the blammer, shooting up the block. Get your ass inside by 12 midnight. Go ahead and finish up.
And it's funny that you say that because I had a little story like that where I got a phone call late at night like, I got the situation, and, all right, are they hitting you? No, I'm in the room.
Women don't belong out after midnight. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead and finish up.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
I feel you. But, and as far as the other thing is, my sister's the exception to that rule. Even if she's wrong, I don't care. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
With all due respect, you are the type of guy who's taking dirt naps behind that type of logic. I don't give a fuck. That's my sister.
Hey, look. I'm awake right now.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm awake right now.
You are, but millions of others are not. But, hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mark.
Hey, Star. Good talking to you, man. Holla at you.
Yes, sir. Salute. Yeah. Oh, you're out where? At what club? And somebody threw a drink on you and then broke out your windshield? You want me to come down with the Desert Eagle and do what? Can I get an amen in the live chat if anybody knows what I'm talking about? Bitch, call the police. Huh? Hold on a second. Big IQ on the check, and I got your donation. I'm with it. I asked for this a while back. I'm going to knock this bussy talking windmilling nigga the fuck. Okay, he's talking to Zach Lee. Okay. Damn. Right in front of his cheerleaders. Okay, Big Aki, do you want to call and you spend Skrilla, man? I'll let you get it off your chest, man. Shoot me an email if you're on the line, Big Aki. I know you and Zach Lee go back and forth. Shooter Braun says, Star, this is a phenomenal show. Salute. The Easy Blade sponsor has great products. Yes, he does. Really, really good quality products. I mean, the packaging and everything, and just everything. Look at the quality. You know, you put all your stuff in here. Great products. He's got everything, man. Hang on a second. My eyes are bad. Beard oil. What else has he got? Why can't I read this? My eyes are bad. Look at that quality. Yeah, man. Thanks for your donation. Big IQ, let me know if you want to call in, all right? Exactly talks reckless about you, man. I want to make sure you get your say-so, okay? Okay, I just spoke to Jay. Thank you, Jay. Okay, thank you, Jordan Wells. I got your email. Thank you so much. Hey, Felicia, are you calling in? My apologies to the delayed response. Okay. Okay, I'll send you email after the show. Thank you so much for responding. Okay. I'm on the line trying to call. Who are you? From Australia? 6'4". I don't know where that is. Good evening. Is that Tony? Tony from Australia?
Yes, Star. What's poppin'?
How are you, man? Good evening. Or is it good morning? Where are you?
Brisbane.
Okay. How you feel, man? You want to address the
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. First and foremost, you already know the deal. We're a big supporter, not a fan.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, you had given me some advice from way back.
Okay.
Okay, you might not remember, but I've met you before. I don't want to go back on time, but I met you in BB King's, and I was telling you I didn't want to be a rapper because everybody's a fucking rapper.
Okay.
I was going to film school. You was like, yeah, you need to take it serious, but at the same time, you were spazzing on some bitch. You were spazzing. But anyway, I thank you for that.
She was probably a prostitute, but go ahead, sir.
And now I'm in Australia. I've been in Australia for 8 years doing graphics for Marvel and all sorts of shit.
Okay.
But
Okay.
big supporter, man.
Thank you. Have you ever left your wife and kids?
Anyway, with that laundry shit. Oh, first off, I got to stop cursing. My bad. I respect your show.
Please,
But first off, with that laundry, you predicted right. You know, she did kill herself. You know what I mean? And I think he freaked out. You know what I mean? Thinking that, man, I messed up. You know, so yeah, he just off himself, just like a simp.
I don't know if she killed herself. That's just my assumption, my theory. But for him to meet his end in whatever fashion or whatever way he chose to, you know, I think that they will be the new Romeo and Juliet. You know, they didn't want to deal with society. Poor little white kids. But good.
It's funny when you said. Sorry to cut you off. It's funny when you said they will make a movie about Romeo and Juliet. We're here working on a film, so it's about 50 of us here back and forth working on the set.
Okay.
And I have you here on the big screen giggling and shit. And as soon as you mentioned that, we start laughing. We was like, yo, we could make that like the next fucking Finding Nemo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's facts. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Netflix is gonna pick it up. You know what I mean? And they're gonna change the name based on a true story. They're not gonna say it's brand laundry and all this shit. And bingo.
Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you checking in. Any experience in leaving the wife and kids?
Yes, I had to. First off, I'm a proud black man, but you know I love them white. You know what I mean? I love the whites. You know what I mean? I had a lot of problems with the black girl. I don't give a fuck. They could be mad or not. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, it's all about the internet, man. The girls they want the offsets. They want the rappers. They want this and that. And then the guys not paying attention because half of them are simps nowadays. Okay. You know what I mean? They think, oh yeah, she's a cutie. I'm gonna pump 2-3 in her. You know what I mean? And before you know it, she's looking for the next hot thing. You know? But yeah, I had a little experiment with that, and then I had to let that go, and now I'm happy. You know what I mean? I still have my kids. I see my kids.
Good for you.
Their bank account is swollen.
Nice. Nice.
You know what I mean? So, hey, what can I say, man? Just don't pay no chicks no mind. Just stay focused and do you. Okay. So everybody need to follow your shoes.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Have a great evening, and thank you for your support. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
bye.
Man, take care. Okay. All right. I think Strella's on the check-in. Hold on a second. She said, I'm on hold. Wait a minute. Where are you, Strella? Good evening, Strella.
Good evening, Star.
Hey, how are you? Are you on a headset or you sound like you're in a tunnel?
No, I'm in the office, but it's kind of empty. I still need to put some more stuff up. Let me move. So I think, there's a.
Well, hang on a second. Can you pick up the handset because it sounds very, very echoey? Just pick it up for the conversation.
Okay, hold on.
Give it a second.
Is it better now?
It's a little better. Okay, so you said that these guys are these guys are getting passive aggressive prostitutes. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they get into relationships with these passive aggressive prostitutes.
Okay.
These women that these are women that they say they want a man that leads, but but they're fighting the guy that comes in leading. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They have no accountability. They don't have healthy relationships with themselves, but yet want to be in a relationship.
Okay. I'm hearing you out, but I'm not sure if I even have the answers because we're talking about leaving not just the wife but the kids. Yeah, that's hardcore.
But that's the thing. They never established a healthy start to then handle something like having children. So it just drags on. It's like one of those relationships that just goes with the flow and no one knows what direction they're going in.
I'm not doubting what you're saying.
They want the benefits.
I'm not doubting what you're saying, but I have to ask.
Being in a relationship, but not the responsibility of being in one.
Yeah. I'm not doubting what you're saying, but I have to ask because, so many people, when we're younger, we're in love. We do dumb stuff. And as we get older, we're more rational. We can look back and we can reassess things, and it sounds great. But when you were younger, were you one of those Your phone sounds really bad, Strella. Really bad. Strella,
damn
it sounds bad. Are you in a headset? Sounds like you're in a headset.
Hello?
Yeah, much better, much better. Were you, with all due respect, were you one of those people that you referred to when you were younger? I know I wasn't capable of being a father or even a husband in my 20s. I was not that type of material. I was a total piece of shit.
Absolutely. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse my language.
Go ahead.
And I would just carry on relationships just because it seemed like that's the thing that I needed to do. But, I had unresolved issues. And that's the other thing. When you get into relationships with people, a lot of the issues you go through is because you haven't worked on your unresolved traumas. It's always going to reflect the things that you never resolved within yourself.
Okay. Well,
when you have these issues.
I appreciate your perspective. If we can go back to the kids for a second. The kids. Do you think the psychological long-term effect on kids is better when you know what? Scratch that. I don't even want to ask. I don't have kids. Scratch it.
I do, so you can ask me.
Okay. Did your significant other leave you and the kids or one child? I don't know how many you have.
2.
Same man or different?
So, no, I wasn't.
Same man or different?
No, different.
Okay. Did they both leave?
Different.
Did they both leave?
No, I left both of them.
Strella, keep it real.
No, I did.
Okay, I hear you. Continue.
See, but that's the thing. So a lot of women that end up being single parents, they get disgruntled. And then if you have a son and the son is listening to disgruntled behavior, that's why I never talk crap about his father around him.
Okay.
Because then he's going to get used to the chatty patty stuff. And then he's going to become one of those guys that are going to be disgruntled guys with feminine tendencies.
That sounds hot that you're older now. That sounds hot, but most females do not think like that in their 20s. Maybe not even their 30s.
No, I had him in my 30s. I had my daughter before that, but I learned by the time I had him.
Okay. All right. Hey, I appreciate you
But yeah, I'm saying, don't talk, if you're going through things with your baby father, you're going through things that they don't need to listen to all that stuff because it's going to negatively impact them and how they date in the future, which creates these simps that get with these passive-aggressive prostitutes.
Let me ask you one more question. You said you left both of your children's fathers. I have no knowledge. Yes. I'm not trying to marginalize you. Was cheating a factor? Was cheating a factor in either one of those situations when you left?
With the second one. With the first one, he was abusive. I was too young to get into that relationship in the first place. I was 16.
Okay. And the second one, he was cheating, as you say.
Yes. We both ended up cheating on each other. We weren't ready.
Okay. Was he a good man in spite of him cheating? Was he a good man?
Absolutely. He's a great father. That I could separate the two.
Okay. Why didn't you accept the cheating? Or as I like to say, why didn't you accept the sliding off? You know, there's different cultures around the world where they encourage a man to slide off and then come back and treat his wife better because he has released the tension, the sexual need and desire. He comes back and it works. Why didn't you let him slide off?
That's the thing. We even did things together.
Uh-oh.
And that was things that I did to supposedly keep the relationship going.
Uh-oh.
But he ended up doing it in my bed while I wasn't there.
Oh.
So that's where the line gets drawn.
Got you. All right. Strella, good to talk to you. Have a great evening. Take care.
You too. Good night.
Okay. To each his own. On a personal note, me and wifey are not doing anything in the bed with another female. No. You have to have a certain moral compass with regards to being a wife and the mother of our kids. That's, in my opinion, that's a temple. The family. Can't bring someone else into the bedroom. I know a lot of you probably feel different. In the bedroom, no. No. I think Big Aki's on the line. Hold on a second. Where are you, Big Aki? Oh, shit. Big Aki said he's tired of playing with this nigga. Exactly. Big Aki, is that you, sir? 917 Big Aki.
What's good? Peace.
Hey, man. Good to hear from you.
You hear me?
Yes, sir. What's
I'll
cracking?
put in real quick. Yo, I'm ready for the fight, D.
Say again?
Let's get it on. I'm ready to get it in.
Can you come a little
This
closer?
boxing match-
Are you on a speakerphone or a headset? I want to hear you, man. You send in donations.
Hold on.
I appreciate you. Zach Lee has got your name in his mouth. Let's go, Big Aki. Talk
You
to
hear me
that.
now?
Talk to that nigga. Let's go.
I mean, there's nothing really to say. Like, let's get in the ring. Let's settle it. That's it. I'm not. He likes to talk a big tough game. I'm from Compton. Nigga, you're soft. I'm gonna blast your teeth out your mouth
Ooh.
and knock the plaque off your teeth.
Okay.
In front of your chilies like Dodo Sliding, Larry Coyote. And then after I finish knocking his whole ass out in the second round, they could jump in too.
Now, what state are you calling from, Big Aki? I forget. What state are you from?
I'm from the South Bronx.
Okay.
Soundview.
Right. Gotcha. So now, how long has this tension been going on with you and Zach Lee? How months, years? I forget.
I mean, I've been roasting this cornball for like 2 years. He got mad because I said his joke was lame. Which all of them shit is lame, truthfully. He hasn't really said a funny joke yet. But he got in his feelings, got mad, started crying, and he could not roast me. So now he just sticks to the same copy and paste files, talking about Bussy, a whole bunch of fantasy Stacey Galore jokes, quote-unquote jokes.
I haven't spoke to Stacey or seen Stacey in a while. Is Stacey Galore okay? Or maybe I'm just not looking in the live chat. Is Stacey?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
He keep that man name in his mouth like Bum B did Pimp C. Like, I don't know what to say about that.
Okay. Well, look, man, I'm not trying to encourage any type of violence or fighting. I just thought that maybe we could do something to benefit, financially. Not that, I want to see any violence. I don't promote that, but you guys are always going at it. Any suggestions or anything that we should do, or maybe I should just fall back and Mind my business.
Nah, set it up.
I don't want to set it up. I don't want to set nothing up.
I've been wanting to set this up.
I don't want to set nothing up. I just want to watch.
I mean, we could pick a venue down there.
Have you guys ever done a Zoom call together?
I don't want to talk to this weirdo. I just want to knock his teeth out of his mouth. That's it.
Okay. All right. Maybe there's some type of way to do a Zoom call behind some type of paywall, and you guys charge people. I mean, I appreciate you being in the live chat, but I want to see a benefit as well, you know?
I mean, we could do it with the boxing match. We charge people, have a live stream. Because this dude be talking crazy.
Yeah,
he be telling people's kids.
Yeah, he talks crazy.
He be telling people's mom. I'm like, yo, I can't wait until I see your Uber Eats driving ass. I'm going to break every bone in your face.
Wow. All right, well, listen, man, you guys keep me posted in the meantime. I appreciate your support, and if I can assist you by way of promotion, let me know, all right?
All right, no problem.
Thank you, Big Ike. Have a great evening. Thank you, sir.
You too.
Okay, Big Ike on the check-in. Drew, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Just a few more. Okay, I spoke to Strella. Merce got your donation. Merce, you're going to be my last call. Merce, hang on a second. My last call. Sit tight. Okay. The Las Vegas Sports Talk. Okay, salute for the machine. Thank you so much. LTK got your donation. Barrington got your donation. Stacy is in the protection of her man, Zach Lee. Okay. Cash Out West says, why Star lives in Atlanta, of all places. Sir, it's popping down here. I've been coming to Atlanta since the late 80s. This is the mecca now of black media, film. I mean, you have to deal with the other shit, but it's popping, sir. Thank you for your donation. Don't hate the play. I hate the game, my nigga. Merce, you're my last call. Good evening, Merce. How are you? Thank you for your support.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good, man. Talking about a few things here. Did you leave your wife and kids? Can we start there, sir?
Okay, well, starts back. I was in a relationship. She had 2 kids prior, and man, we rocked it for about like 3 years, and then like right on the verge of the breakup, like she got pregnant. I slipped up, and yeah, I slipped up. But you know, I mean, like things were like really, really bad. You know, like we just weren't seeing eye to eye. We was arguing over little dumb stuff, and you know, my baby came along. I tried to do like the whole step up thing, and like, all right, well, let's do this for the baby, which was not the best move for me. I'm not saying that won't work in other people's relationships, but it didn't work for mine. And you know, beautiful daughter, she's 5 now.
Okay.
But one thing about it is, like, once you reach a certain age, it's kind of like you're set with that mentality, and you don't grow from that unless something drastic happens. And like, really, that's kind of like it's been her mindset and my mindset. I've grown in certain areas. She's probably grown in certain areas, you know. But for the most part, you know, I had to like be comfortable with growing away from that and like just taking care of my daughter, like keeping my distance from like as far as like building like more of a relationship with the other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I can jump in for a second, and there's no way within a short period of time I can figure this out, nor am I trying to, but I did hear you say that you slipped up, and she has kids also, aside from having one with you. How many kids does she have?
She had 2 prior to me.
Okay.
Like, I've been there ever since.
Are you older than her, or is she older than you?
You said what now?
Are you older than her, or is she older than you?
Same age.
Same age. And what is that age, if you don't mind me asking?
35. Now, we were like, what, 24, 30, probably 30.
Okay.
30 when we met, so.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion, you know, females grow up faster and they have a better sense of reality, economics, and finance for the most part. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. Most males, in my opinion, don't become men until they hit about 40. Me personally, I prefer dating women with kids. I think that they are centered better.
That's fine, though, when they don't live with their mom.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, you living with the mom's, her mother?
Yeah, she was living with her mom, but, you know, I tried to, like, be understanding of the circumstance of what was going on, which was not good on my part, you know, because there's certain things that, you know, like, they're going to pick up and they're going to keep with them because they're just so comfortable.
Right.
And, you know, I fouled up at that. And by the time she was ready to be the woman on her own, like, my daughter was like 4.5, you know, so it was like, man, you know, whatever. So now it's just, you know, I deal with the whole, you know, the regular, whatever, you know, trying to say it without cussing. But, you know, it's just, you know, I had to realize, like, I leveled up.
Yeah, I was about to say, hang on a second, sir, with all due respect, you were living with her mom. Were you a bum nigga at the time?
No, I wouldn't say I was a bum nigga. I had my own crib, you know, my own cars, never had a cosign, didn't have the best of credit, but I made good money, you know.
So why were you living with her mom, sir? You said you were living with her mom. Why?
No, I was not living with her mom. She was living with her mom.
Okay. Why didn't you move her in with you? You put one up in
I
her.
did.
Okay, so what happened? What's the problem?
She couldn't get right.
Oh, okay.
She couldn't get right. She couldn't get her shit together.
Gotcha.
She had to go.
Okay. Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate your support. Have a great evening, man. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, yeah. What do I know, man? Huh? I was a total piece of shit in the 80s, huh? Total piece of shit. No way I could have been a father. Damn sure couldn't have been a husband. DJ Bo Birch, I got your donation. I left my wife and took the kids with me. Okay. Only because I'm a man of a certain age, I have to ask you, sir. Did you try to make a thought your wife? Did you try to make a hoe a housewife? Why'd you leave her and take the kids? Huh? Were you trying to love her and she didn't want to be loved? Did she push out the babies and she still said, let's get the bag. Fuck them kids. Oh, shit. I've dated some scandalous women in my time. Lord Jesus, yes, I have. I used to date girls that would say, I'm going to drop these kids off. Let's go get some money. Bitch, let's go. Drop them kids off. The Zone 864 podcast. Thank you for your donation. Can I chime in? I'm trying to shut it down. Are you still there? Okay, you're my last caller. Yeah. The Zone 864 podcast. Hello? You're my last caller. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Star.
How are you, man?
Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
This is Pizarro from the Zone 864 podcast. Okay. So, I'm glad I actually caught you in the evening. Normally I catch you earlier in the day. But yeah, I just wanted to chime in on the leaving of the wife and kids.
Yeah. Okay.
So
inspired by Willie Taylor from some reality show, he had to get the hell away. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw something about that on the gram earlier today. But I just wanted to kind of like chime in on my own personal experience.
Go ahead.
So I wasn't married, but I was with my old lady for like 10 years. And 2019, we split up. And then 2020, I was out of there. So yeah, and you know, we got a daughter together, so
okay.
Yeah, it's been a sticky situation.
Sometimes you just get tired of the pussy. I can understand. I just tired of smashing the same thing, you know? Is that what happened?
Man, and then like one of your earlier callers talked about, you know, a man needs to be appreciated. And you know, we just got a house. We had just got a house in 2017. And hey, I was doing everything I could to make the situation work, you know, working hard, providing, paying bills, taking the kid to school, picking her up, homework. But, you know, you just don't want your child to see certain things, certain arguments, hear certain things, hear old dirt, hear old.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I just had to get up out of there. And my thing is, I didn't want my daughter, like one of your earlier callers was saying too, it's important for a child to see like a functioning household with two parents. And, you know, I felt like it was best for me to get up out of there before, you know, domestic violence happened or something like that. Because
can I ask you a question? Not that I'm some fucking psychiatrist or doctor or anything. Where did you meet her?
Yeah.
Where did you meet her?
College.
Okay. So you guys were growing.
Yeah, I moved.
You guys were growing together. Black woman? Black woman?
Dominican.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm from Greenville. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, and I moved to Phoenix, Arizona in 2007 to start college. And shortly after I started, we met. That's where we met.
Okay, again, not that I have the answers. But
yeah.
Were you loving the pussy? Were you loving the pussy?
At first.
Yeah. Yeah.
At first.
Yeah. That's where you went wrong, sir. Hear me out. Listen, I'm an old nigga, but don't let them see you.
All right.
Don't let them see you loving the pussy. Turn your head to the side. Don't ever let a woman see. I'm serious. Don't ever let a woman see the look on your face of enjoyment. Let her always think there's something wrong with the pussy. Turn your face when you bust.
Oh, I mean,
when you bust off.
If that's what you mean, yeah. Like I wasn't one of these dudes. Like, you know, I'm doing my thing, and she looking at my face and seeing facial expressions. Nah, I'm always a reserved guy. In fact, that was one of her complaints, is that, you know, I don't really show emotion, you know, when it comes to that.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know why, but that's just the kind of person I am. But
well, you've already admitted to loving the pussy, so you did something to let her know you were loving the pussy, and that's why she said, I got this nigga. I'm going to talk to him the way I want to talk to him. That's what happens. Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. So sometimes you have to come into a room and she hang on. Sometimes you have to come into a room, she can be dressed fly as fuck and she smells great, and you have to do this. What the fuck is that smell? Even there is no smell. Just do it. Just do it to make her feel like, what? You feel me?
Facts.
All right. Gotta go, man. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. The fuck is that smell? Jesus. Did something die? Start looking around. Then you look at her. Hey, guys, enjoy your evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. Please check out my sponsor here. Hold on a second. EasyBladeShavingProducts.com. Good night.